All right, S&P zone to zone today. Jumped up, sold off. The whole announcement thing earlier today, we had a little bit of volatility, but I mean, it was nothing. Shoot, hang on, there we go. Didn't mean to grab that. I was this close to going long ES, and what held me back was I didn't want to tell you guys, and I thought that would end up being weird later. It's like, do I just go long anyway? Because right before the announcement, it's like, I'm gonna go long, no stop, you know, and you know, obviously I'll stop below this, but I didn't want any of that short-term business to tag me out. Ultimately, I didn't. It was gonna be a gamble play anyway. It looks like it would have panned out just fine. It would have actually been a great trade, but didn't. Sucks, you know. The puts that you guys asked about this Friday probably are toast. You know, there's just not much to go over. They're 560 puts. We're only at 567, so we could still 100% not go down 100%. If we had 2 red days, those puts are going to pay out just fine. And that's about what we would need right now. We went zone to zone, so now we just need to go to the zone again, run out of buyers, and continue our way down. And honestly, we don't have it in the charts yet. But given the next couple days, I think I'm going to enter the SPY puts, the August SPY puts. I think this is enough of a rally. We're not seeing any momentum like a rip your face off rally. We didn't get above this zone. If we get above that tomorrow, I'll hang tight. But if we don't even get above that, then I think it's time to grab those puts. As far as expected moves goes, nothing. NASDAQ, again, zone to zone, exact same story. Everything I just said for the S&P. And I mean, literally, outside of me almost buying an NQ contract because I didn't. If you skipped to the NASDAQ, rewind, watch the S&P, because that's the exact same story. If I were to get in, I like the S&P puts better than I do the NASDAQ puts, just because the NASDAQ's down quite a bit. And honestly, if there's one that's going to crash, it would be the NASDAQ before the S&P. But I don't know. I feel like the S&P just has more room to give. I'm wording it wrong. Hopefully, you guys can just pick it up. This only went down 14%. I don't know. The S&P could just catch up while this hangs out and go sideways. This could go to a full-blown crash. I mean, we saw that before. I forget which time it was. This went a full-blown 20%, and the S&P didn't. Was it this one? That one was just shy. I don't know. Anyway, that's why I like the S&P right now better. So we'll see. Expect to move again. Literally nothing. Grandpa Dow took a little bit longer. But actually, zone to zone, zone to zone, zone to zone. Hindsight, right? I don't know why I even bring that up, but fun fact there, I guess. Shout out to the person who commented on my YouTube. They said Schwab Network took my zones. And if you go to Schwab's YouTube channel with 188,000 subscribers, they have a black background and some weird boxes that they happen to be bouncing around. Very interesting. Anyway, jumping into the